All right. Okay. Think we start?
Yes, I can.
Yes. All right. So one last thing in this model part, and then we move in the front end, and very important aspect of why we are doing modeling and how we do visualization. So if you see any of these relationships that are there, right? So one thing is very easy to understand, okay, which one Power BI has taken as a one side, which side Power BI has taken as a many side. That is clear to all, right? How you would understand which is the one side and the many side?
Yes, Ishani,
Yes,
very
Ishani.
much clear.
That is clear. Now you see these arrows on each of the relationship.
Yes.
These are called filter flows. Okay. What does a filter flow mean? So when you work in Power BI or similar tools, the way they are going to work is they tend to create certain kind of summaries. So for a very simple example, let's say I've got this total, the sales data.
Ishani, could you please repeat what are you?
So we were talking about, I'm not taught anything yet, but we were talking about this filter, this icon that is there, the small triangle that you see. These are to tell the filter flows. So I was just about to tell you how does Power BI really work. So in this panel over here, in this particular pane that you have of reports, this is where we create our dashboards. We'll create our navigation, multiple pages, filtering, everything happens over here. And in this, we'll start to work today with this pane panel called visualization and fields. So what's there in the visualization, like you can see, one is to build the visualization and then is to format it, right? When you are building the visualization, then you first need to decide, okay, which type of chart or which chart should I start off with. Once you decide the chart, then from the field panel, where all your charts, where all your tables are there, and the fields or the columns inside the tables are there, then we can check box and drop it in the right area. All right. So over here, you will see there is something called a table. There is something called a matrix. So I'll pick a matrix for now. So as soon as I click on it, a placeholder got created in a report where I can drag and drop anything from here. So what I want is I'm going to drop something called order quantity. As soon as I drop order quantity, what did it do? Can you all see my screen? It gave me an answer of 84,174. What is this?
Sum of total.
Sum of all the quantities. So by default, what it did in matrix, you have something called rows where you can drop in columns, right? And in the middle, you put the value that you want to summarize. So by default, what it did a sum on top of it. Okay. Now this is the total quantity. Now what I mean by filtering is, if I wanted to understand this total quantity based on territory key. So as soon as I introduce territory key, the whole 84,174 got filtered. How it got filtered? It got filtered based on the territory key that I've dropped. So the territory 1 has about 12,000 quantity, 10 has 9,600, sec 2 has 40, and so on and so forth. So whatever field you drop, it has a tendency to filter the main aggregated value as per the items in that particular field. Right? So if I drop, let's say, product key, automatically I will be able to see product key wise all the order quantities. So which product key has the highest quantity and all, I can easily find it out. This part is clear?
Yes.
Now, problem that comes when you are trying to apply this filtering is the relationship, how the relationships are. And why it is a problem? Because like the direction of the arrow indicate, the filter flow can only be from one side to many side and not the reverse. So when we create a relationship between the two tables, we can see the arrow symbol, and that indicates a filter flow. Filter flow is always from the one side to the many side. And when we filter the table, the filter context is passed to the downstream table. So what do you mean by downstream table? This is what we were trying to do over here. In this example, I did not even have two tables. I worked with one single table. So no problem, I'm going to face whether I pick a territory key or I pick a product key. Now let's take this example. Let's say from territory key, we pick, we are going to pick from the sales data, the territory key. Okay, so territory key from the sales data. And over here, right? And I have another table called return table. And I'm also going to drop, hold on one second, I'm going to put it in the row. Okay. And I'm also going to drop the return quantity from the return table. Anything odd?
Yeah, I mean, return quantity has same numbers.
Return quantity has same numbers. So the whole concept that I was trying to explain you, when you drop a number over here, it gets aggregated and it filters based on the items of the field that you're
The
dropping over
numbers,
here. It didn't
numbers
work.
got jumbled here.
It
Territory.
didn't work, right? Filtering didn't happen. If I tell you what is the total of return quantity, don't try to work with me. Just to give you, first you have to understand this filter flow. It's very important because a lot of time we get stuck and we don't know what's happening. So this is my total quantity. And that is exactly what is showing in all the territory. Now, why did that happen? Let's go back. I picked territory from the sales data. This is the one side or the many side.
Many side.
Right.
This is the many side of it,
Many
right?
side.
The star.
This is the many side. This is the many side and territory is the one side. Where is territory? This is the one side. This is the many side. So like I said, filter only flows from one side to many side. It flows downstream and not upstream. So when I tried to do this thing, that I picked territory key from the sales data and then I put order quantity and return quantity, we did not get the right results. Let's do another thing. Let's say we are going to put territory from the returns, right? And we'll put quantity from returns. So now it filtered. And let's put order quantity over here. Same problem?
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, why? Because returns table also, if you look at, this is also many side of it. With respect to territory, this is many side, this is one side. So again, I'm trying to do the opposite filter flow. It won't work. What if I wanted a matrix and this time I'm going to pick the territory key from the territory data. And I'm going to pick the returns. Sorry, this is not the right place. Territory key from the territory data. I'm going to pick from the sales, the order quantity, and I'm going to pick from returns table, the return quantity. Now you see it came out perfectly well.
Yes.
So this is the importance of filter flows in Power BI. So the way we are creating relationship, we saw that filter only flows from the one side to the many side. So if you are trying to do the opposite, then you will not get the desired result. It doesn't filter. Now, how do you control this? How do you control this that I don't make mistake in future?
Shani, doesn't that means that we have to pick our heading from the fact key and the data from the data?
Yeah.
document?
Yeah, but how do you control that? How would you remember that all the time that, okay, I have to pick from my fact table, even though I can see a territory key over here? How do you control that?
We hide that
That's
header.
it.
Absolutely correct.
remove.
So Gunjan said it absolutely correct. What we do is we will make it unavailable for the person to pick it up. What does it mean? It means that in your models where we were able to hide the tables, we can also hide the fields over here. So any key which is a foreign key, we should hide them. As a result of it, if there is no foreign key, you can't pick it up from that table. You will have to always pick it up from the fact tables because that's the only place where the key is available. So if I take an example of sales table, sales data over here, right? Customer key, should I hide or keep?
Should
Hide.
keep.
Hide. It's a foreign key over here. So I'll hide it. Okay. So I click on the symbol. Now it's hidden. Okay. Let's talk about product key.
Hide it.
Hide it. What about territory key?
Hide.
Hide. Because this does not have, sales data does not have any primary keys in it. So any key that is there, these are all foreign keys sitting over here. So we're going to hide them. Same thing you will be applying on the rest of it. So over here, returns again, we're going to hide the product key. We're going to hide the territory key. Okay, I'm just doing on these two tables first to begin with. Now see the effect. What is the effect of it? Now, if I'm trying to create the same thing, that territory wise, I want to understand what is the ordered quantity and what's a returned quantity. So now in return, I don't see territory. In sales, I don't see territory. So in order to pick a territory, I will have to go to my territory table. And from here, I'll pick territory. Then I'll put the quantity ordered, then the return quantity, and I'll get the right results. All right, so once you build your models, the next step should be always to make sure any foreign key that exists in a table, that should be completely hidden. And why you understood? Because if we by mistake use those keys in our visualization, we will not get the right results at all because the filter is not happening on it. Make sense?
Yes, Ishan.
Okay, so go back to your models one last time and just hide the unnecessary fields. Don't hide your primary keys. Only the foreign keys need to be hidden. So I think in customer key fact table, there's nothing. I'll give you time, finish it, then we'll discuss.
So Ishani, we basically are keeping our measures on the data table.
We are?
We are just keeping our measures on data table, right? You see the center table as a data table, right?
Yeah.
So I
No, I
basically
was just
pick up the
trying to
quantity,
think.
sales order, things like that. That's the measures, right?
Correct. But we can use the fields of the fact table to get some, like if I wanted to give a KPI card to show how many territories I have in my organization. So in those cases also, we are going to summarize these things, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to do a count. So I just will say, okay, there are 10 territory keys or the 10 countries where I'm working. So those could be used to show some values and aggregate it.
Ishani, one question. There is one table that is AW product subcategory that has many relationship with AW product category facts. So should I go ahead and hide the product key over there as well?
In which one you're talking about?
Subcategories.
The AW product subcategory. So it has a one-to-many relationship with the AW product category fact.
Yes, it has to be hidden. See, I have hidden it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Ishani, we are hiding, like for example, in customer
Customer, there is
key
nothing we will hide.
Customer key is available, it should be there. In product,
Yes,
product key should be there. Other key like product subcategory key should be hidden.
correct. Anything
sir-
which is a foreign key has to be hidden.
Okay, got it.
So Ishani, simple funda is that whenever I find that asterisk mark, the star mark, I have to hide the foreign key in that table.
Yes,
Yes.
because they are related. If they're related, there has to be a foreign key.
Yeah. The visualization of this relationship is really come in handy in doing this.
Oh yes, it is very good. But to create an ER diagram, people sometimes become very afraid of creating these diagrams, but this gives you a very good understanding of your data sets also, I believe.
Done, Ishani.
Done. So if you're done, just match up with wine. In customers, there is nothing hidden. In returns, there is product key and territory key which is hidden. In sales, there is territory, product, and customer. Territories, there is nothing hidden. In product, there is subcategory hidden, and in subcategory, product key is hidden.
Yes, Ishani, it's matching.
It's matching. All right.
It's all good, Sean.
Ishani, can I
Alright.
see this AW product fact key?
This one. You want me
Yes.
to zoom in a little bit?
No, got this. Got it, Ishani.
Okay. All right. Lalit done. Sanjeev done.
Nishani.
Shweta done. Okay. Ankita done. Imran done. Arshad done. Ankita, Tanu, Chitij, Prasad, Abhishek.
Shani,
Yeah.
from the AW customer, is there any
Vivek, your voice is not coming clearly. Just hold on 1 second. Huh? Just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Sorry. What were you saying, Vivek?
I want to know.
I'm not able to hear your voice. Is it me or nobody else is able to hear?
The voice is low.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Now I can hear you. Yeah. Tell me.
So I want to know about.
Now it's
AW
gone back
customer.
again.
Okay. So can you please show
I
me
think
on
it's
AW
better to
customer?
put that on chat.
Ishani,
Put on
one
chat.
more thing. You see this AW return data and it's related with AW calendar. You see that?
Yep.
Shouldn't the date be also hidden because it's a one to many with the
Mm, mm,
No,
that I can't hide. Yeah, that I won't hide.
this one?
I know. Return date. No. No.
Okay.
No. So for example, if I wanted to know how many days I received a return in the entire 3 years, I'll read my return date.
So Shani, can you hear me now?
I'll try my level best. Yes.
So,
Ishani, can you please expand that sales data a little?
Sure.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Vivek. Vivek? Not Vivek. Vivek only. Vivek, you there?
Yes, Sunny, but I think my voice is not clear. I don't know
Try,
why.
try. At least this sentence I could hear properly.
So please expand customer, AW
Customer.
customer.
In customer, I have not hidden anything. Nothing is hidden because there is no foreign key sitting over there.
Okay, okay, no,
All right.
got it.
All right. All done.
Ishani,
So
why
ev-
didn't we
Yes, Ishani.
why didn't we hide that return date in AW return data?
See, this is kind of a table. The AW calendar table is kind of a outside table that I had created manually, in the sense that it was not part of the initial data set.
Yeah, it was
These
not.
kind of tables we create so that we have a continuation in our dates. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the reason, we are going to leave the connection with this as it is.
Okay, if we hide that data, then from the table AW return data, the date will be hide.
The date will be hidden, that's fine. But if I wanted to do a calculation on, let's say, how many days were there in which sales happened, then I definitely need my order date, right? With this date, I won't find that output
Yeah, you
because this is showing me all the dates.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the reason you have not hide that date section from anywhere.
Correct.
Okay, okay, got it.
So Ishani, if we don't hide anything, it will create any.
It doesn't create any issues in it, but the problem is that if you don't hide it, the chances of making errors in your visualization is high. And sometimes, it becomes very frustrated. You are writing, I have groups in which I teach Power BI, and if you look at our chats, it's all about I'm getting a blank card. Oh, I'm not matching with your numbers. What's going on? So there's a lot of back and forth happening just because this data modeling part is not done correctly, and in which you're not hiding things. So if you pick unknowingly, you're picking things because whichever, let's say if I wanted to pick territory key, the example that I took, which whenever I see a territory key first, I will, tend to put it over there instead of making a deliberate act, consciously doing this thing. No, I'm going to only pick it from my fact table, just to avoid those kind of errors that we typically make being humans. We are trying to, hide them.
So we just
And
need
it reduces your data sets also a little bit, like in the sense the visual part of it.
So we just need to keep and hide that key only, which is creating the relation.
Correct. The foreign keys.
Oh,
Ishani, just a favor, once you go to the visualization piece, can you, not now, once you go and explain us, can you show that date thing also, wherein you are saying that you don't have to hide the date from AW calendar because it will create such and such issue.
See,
So-
if I put in this, let's say, return date, and let's say return date, and I say I want a count of this thing. So I can see out of all the days, 476 days were there where the return happened.
Yes.
Okay. And if I create a card with the date of calendar, where all the dates are there, right? Irrespective, you had a sale, you did not have a sale, there was a return, there was no return. I do this. So there are total of 912 days in my calendar just because of the continuation that I want. Right? But my operational, these are not necessarily the days I operated. Similarly, if I put my order dates, right? So order date, and order date also, if I do the same, so you will see there were 912 days, out of which 911 days where order came. There was one particular day we did not get any order. Nobody came and purchased. And out of that 911, 476 were returns. Okay, so if I don't keep my order date, if I don't keep my return date, I can't work with these, right?
Yes. Yeah. Got it.
Okay. All right. Should we start, guys?
Yes.
Yes, Sean.
Yes.
Yes.
So there is a dashboard, like I think I had shown you in the very beginning that our aim is to create that dashboard, but I will not start with the creation of a dashboard today. I'll just make you familiar with different type of charts and how to create it, how to do the formatting thing. Because in order to make an efficient report in Power BI, we need another not so favorite of many, something called DAX functions. So we need DAX functions because things that I've done over here, like I've merged the columns and got the cost and the price, and then I've calculated something called sales in a custom column. Ideally, we should not be doing all these things. So if I continue to ask you to create that dashboard, then you will keep on merging and creating these kind of things, and then I will ask you to delete them. So rather than that, we'll just understand the basics of visualizations and the fields today. And then Monday when we meet, we will have an assessment till the modeling part. Okay, no visualization concept, only till modeling part we will have it. And then we'll start with our DAX functions. Is that fine?
Yes.
Yes, Sean.
Yes. All right. So like I said, we have three main areas in working over here. One is filter, one is visualization and field. So we'll start with visualization and fields today. Now you can see over here that these are the variety of charts that we can utilize. Apart from that, we have a lot of other charts we can use and Power BI because a lot of free templates are there where we can fit in our data that we get from something called Get More Visual. So we'll do that in the later part. Now, what are the things that we have over here? Let's start with this first one called a card. Anybody has an idea what a card is? Why do we use a card in our visualizations? What
For
is a card?
KPI purpose.
For the KPI purposes, exactly. So what is KPI? The key performance indicator of our business. So any value that indicates to me the health of my business would be basically kept in a card. How do you measure the health of your business?
By sales,
Sales revenue,
income,
revenue,
Revenue,
right?
yes.
And profits,
profits,
correct? The let's say number of projects we got this year versus what we did last year.
comparative
Correct.
studies from last
Comparative
year.
study, absolutely. So these kind of things we put in these cards. So there are two type of cards. One is a single value card and one is a multi-line card. So in a single value card, if I drop something like I dropped over here, order quantity. So what it does by default, it does a sum of this value over here. But if you wanted to change it to average or min and max, or you want to count, then you can click any of these over here. So this is telling me what? This is telling me the total number of quantity order is 84,000. Now, if I wanted to format the card, how do we do it? So this was visualization. This one is for formatting. You click in format. A lot of options are there in formatting, which can be a little confusing also. This thing that is written at the bottom called order quantity is essentially a category label. So I typically don't work with category labels. And what is category label? When you drop the value, the field over here, this label that gets created because of the field, this is my category label. So there are two things I can do with it. Either I can click here and I can rename it for this visual. So when I click on rename it for this visual, I can go ahead and say total quantity sold. And automatically over here, I wrote it and I didn't save it. Rename, so total quantity sold, something like this, right? So automatically this category changes. Either you do this way, or the other way to do it is in formatting, we turn off the category label and we will go to general and you will see there's something called a title. Titles come on the top. So I can turn it on. And when I click on this title part, I can write the text that I want. So total quantity sold. I can change the style. I can make it bold. If you want to change the color, you can change that. If you want to put it in the center, you can do that. Is this part clear? And then if you want to color it also, you can do that. But with coloring, I'll talk about something else. But is this basic clear? If you wanted to color and all, it's an effect where you can put the backgrounds. But I believe we should not work like this in a manual fashion. Typically, I'm very pro to the usage of something called themes. You guys are users of Excel and PowerPoint and Word. Have you seen themes in any of the tools that you're using?
Yes.
Yes. What is the role of themes?
We just
Hmm?
in PowerPoint we just select it like which one we want.
They
Why
have
do you
a
select?
color pattern.
They have
color
already defined color
patterns.
pattern. Once we apply that, it automatically apply on that particular site or slide or
Right.
presentation.
Rather,
So
they have
it,
pattern range, right?
it kind of gives you
You don't need to
a
select one by
design.
one. Yeah,
Exactly. And when you do one by one, the only challenge one by one, it looks like a patchwork. Especially, I don't know about you guys. I'm a engineer, civil engineer, more technical and little less creative. So for me, when I have to put colors together, I do a horrible job. So I don't know what will go well with what. I'm that bad. Okay. For me, in 2007, when the concept of themes came in Microsoft Office, it was like a heaven. Best thing in my life that happened. Now I don't have to think about colors. I look at other colors and I say, okay, let me try this one. So same thing we can do in Power BI also. We have got something when you click on the view over here on the extreme left, you will see a concept called themes. So these are the various themes that you can pick. And depending on the theme, there are various, it's not just the color. If you look, when I'm changing the theme, my font style, my font size, and all these things are changing. Right? So one thing is I can pick a theme from Power BI and I can, what if I want to customize it? I can go to customize current theme. And in customize current theme is going to talk about everything. Okay, theme color, this is the first color, second color, third color. How do you want it? If you're talking about sentiments, like negative is bad, then this is a color. Positive is good, this is a color. This is a neutral color. So this talks about all the colors. Then what about text? All the text in terms of the titles, the categories, the cards, the KPI, what will be the color? So if I say, okay, let the color be either, like I said, I'm pretty bad at this. So some color I'll pick and that's it. So now this will be the color. So if I apply it, you see this color has changed. Okay, so I can customize the current theme also and keep it. Or what I love to do, which makes my life super convenient, I like to look at the Power BI theme center and I download my themes from there. I don't want to do the hard work of even understanding where to pick the themes from. So if you type in just Power BI themes, it takes you to the community of Power BI, and inside that there is a theme gallery. In theme gallery, you get beautiful ideas of, okay, how all the people are creating dashboards, the look and feel, the basic journal idea, what kind of charts are being used, and the color combinations, right? And any theme that you like, you can pick any of the themes that you like. Let's say I want to pick this particular theme of central inspired theme. So I can click on view report. Once I've got the view report, at the very bottom, I'll look at a JSON file that you can download. See, Dynamic 365 Business Central Inspired Theme, JSON file, download it. Once you've downloaded this thing, I can go back to Power BI, go to themes and do browse for themes. So once I browse for themes, I can go to my download and over here, pick the JSON file and automatically the theme has been applied. Now, if I do any kind of manual changes here and there, that will not be applied to all the same elements. So try to avoid it. Once you pick the theme, you like the theme, stick with it. Don't try to manipulate it manually again. Got it?
Yes, Achani.
Yes. Can all of you go and pick a theme for yourself? Pick any theme. Do Power BI theme. Apply the theme in your Power BI. and themes are in view. Extreme left, you will see theme. So this is a theme gallery. I know you guys can't copy from the chat. It's kind of a useless exercise I'm doing, but still. Let me know once you are done.
We simply have to download it.
Yes, download it. That's it. And
Can you
downloading
put
is
down-
also pretty easy, right? When you download it, it's going to, so let's say you click on the report you like, go to the very bottom. At the very bottom, you will see this thing called a PNG. PNG is just going to give you an image, or the JSON.json files. So download the JSON files.
what needs to be done after downloading it?
Right. So once you have uploaded,
No, I've downloaded. I don't know. how to-
download it. So once you download it, go back to view and themes and go to browse for themes. So when you click on browse for themes, you should be able to go to your download and pick it up.
Got it. Thank you.
My Power BI is something old.
As in, so you don't have themes.
I have themes in format, but it is broad option is it's like, yeah, I got it.
Got it.
Too much of searching, but in my Power BI.
Let me know when everybody has got the theme done. Got the theme, create this card quickly, total quantity.
Yeah, Ishani, I have created, but my value showing as 84,000 point, 84.17K.
Right. All right. I'll explain that. I'm
And I
waiting for others. Yes.
And I
So
don't
Ishani, this has come 84,000. Just has come on putting order
Quantity.
quantity.
Order
Right?
quantity. No, total sum.
Some. Okay.
Yeah, Faisal.
I don't see a JSON version of the
Can you share your screen?
yes. So I'm trying to download this.
Go down.
I go down.
This is Cypress dark mode JSON. Array, not that up. No, over here. Yes. Dot
This one?
JSON. Yep.
Oh, dot JSON. Okay, sorry.
You're looking for the name called JSON.
Yeah.
All right. Go to your Power BI.
Oh, sorry. Let me
That's
share
okay.
it.
That's okay. Continue. If you have any issues, let me know. Okay. All
Go
right.
to Power BI. Yeah. And
Go to your report. The first one. First icon. Reports.
report.
Go to view on the top. Yes.
View.
Extreme. Yes. This. Correct. Click. Go to browse for
Browse
themes.
themes. Yeah.
And all right. Yes. And open. And there you go.
Okay.
Ishani, on this only, can you explain how to put the value?
Yes. The card only, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Faisal, if you can continue in your visualization, can you pick that card called 1, 2, 3? Not over here, in the visualization panel where all the charts are given to you.
Oh, this one.
Click on the icon called 1, 2, 3. That's a card. One on above R.
Above. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, click on this. So this is your card, right? Now what we want to do, we want to calculate the total quantity. So once you've selected, okay, this is the type of visualization I want, it creates a placeholder for us on our dashboard. Now what I want to see over here is a total quantity sold till today. So I will go to sales table because that's where this information is. And I will drop order quantity. The
Order-
one quantity, yes.
So I have to drop it down over.
Just click over here. Just click. Since it's a card, there's only one thing you can do with it. So
Mhm.
84K.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Ishani,
Shweta,
one
just-
question.
Yes. Shweta, can you share your screen?
Sure. So,
Which was the
already,
theme you picked?
yeah, I have sunflower, something, it was there.
Show the theme.
Yeah,
Go up.
yes, sunflower.
Okay. So in sunflower, you will not be able to see the color in your cards because cards don't have a color over here.
Okay.
Right. Do one thing. Go back to your dashboard.
Okay. Yeah.
Click on the tree map, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th column and 3rd row in the visualization.
Sixth column.
6th column, 3rd row.
Sorry,
Next, last column, 3rd row.
Yeah,
Yes.
tree
Click on this. Click on this. And click on your quantity sold, order quantity, the order quantity. Right. Go to your product table. Or category table, sorry. Go to category table once. Category.
customer product facts.
Third table from the top.
Yes, category.
And drop your category name. Okay, you see these colors?
Sunflower, yes.
So and you go back to your theme once again. Show the theme once again. Not over here. The main page
Okay.
from where you picked the theme.
In Google.
Yeah.
Go up.
Sunflower.
Where is it? Go back.
Yeah, sunflower, this one.
Yeah.
So in that card thing, it was not picking, but
In the card, it's not necessary that everything will get a color. It depends on the theme, right?
okay.
So in like my case, my theme had a color in the card. In Shite, if you saw Faisal's case, Faisal also doesn't have a color of a card. It was a background color which was there. In your case, again, you don't have a
Yeah, this one I
color of the card. Yes. And now if you look at the tree map over here that you see, you see the tree map that you have in that theme, and over
Yes.
here, now the colors you will see are matching up.
understood. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. This card is clear to everyone. Anyone who is facing difficulty in creating this card?
Ishani,
Yes, Tanu.
the existing themes are there in Power BI that are working, but when I'm downloading it from the Chrome, it is not getting applied. I don't know why.
Can you share your screen?
I am actually logging from the different system. Let me just connect my Zoom in that system.
All right. Or you know what? Just what I made Shweta also do. Just understand when you create a card, necessarily cards might not have a color based on the theme. Okay. So if you're only judging based on this, then it would be wrong. So look at the theme. Look at what are the design, like what charts have been used over there. Try to create in your visualization. If still the colors are not there, that it means there's a problem.
All right, then I'll try.
Yeah, because cards are not necessary. Like in case of Shweta, the card it was not showing the cards how they're going to appear. So cards might not have a color.
All right, I'll try. Thank you.
All right.
So this, theme will apply to all the charts in that dashboard, right? Not specifically if I want
This entire report.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I can get another one. Yes, it's working. Thank you.
Ishani,
Yes, Imran.
yes, I'm not getting that header. Like that option is not available for me.
It will be. Do you have these two icons or you guys are on older version?
I have icons below this chats.
Yeah, just show me. Actually, mine is a later side. It's updated. Just share your screen. Anyone who can share.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So over here, the first one is this, and second one you see the painter one, format
Yes.
painter. Yeah, click on this. And over here, title 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fifth title. Click on it, and you can type in title text. Type in over here.
Okay.
And how to hide the total order quantity under
So
the
go down.
84,000?
Yeah. So let's say this is done. Okay,
Okay.
center aligned, whatever, right? And now,
Yes,
no, go back. Select that card once again. Select the card first. Select the card. Correct. And go to the format. And there is something called category. The category is what shows up at the bottom. So you can turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay.
Yes. All right. And make a smaller card. This is too big of a card.
Okay, sure.
This will take most of your dashboard then.
And one more thing, Ishani.
Yes.
I am getting 884.17.
Yes, that I'll explain. So typically what happens, this value that you're looking at is also controlled by your formats. So I can select the card, I can go to the formatting, and what this is basically the value that is showing up, right? Now over here it says the display unit is at auto. Auto, so what it does, it depends on how big the number it may show you as 1,000 or millions or trillions or billions. And if you click on none, it is going to show you the entire number 84.1. 84,174. Okay, Arshad. So over here in the display unit is where we are controlling it. So if I say thousands, it's going to become like this. And how many decimals? Let's say if I put 1 decimal. Now you will see it will give me a different number.
So where it is display unit?
So this would be in your where you have data. I have to see the screen. My memory is washed out. Anyone who can share the screen once?
Yeah, I can share.
Yes, please. I just need to show where it is. Okay. So over here, title, category, go to data label. Data label, yes. And over here, you have the display unit and auto. So if you make it none, or just put decimal as 0, decimal 0. Let it be 1,000 or auto, let it be at auto, let it be at auto. And make this decimal places as 0. Value decimal places, which is at auto, make this as 0. Click on it. Yeah, that's it. Got it?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Shani, where can I switch that off this below heading?
Oh, it's called category.
Category.
Look for the word category.
Category. Just a moment.
And you can turn it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, okay. More questions? Done. All right. Now, what I typically do is once I have all my card ready with any kind of changes in terms of I want to remove category, I want to put title and so on and so forth, the center headings and things like that. Then if I have to create a new card, I really don't go through the entire process once again. What I typically do is I copy and paste, and I love this feature about Power BI. If you guys are a user of Tableau, you would know how painful it is not to be able to copy paste. Tableau doesn't allow this, and I love this feature about Power BI that I can copy paste and recreate things very easily. So I've copy pasted. I've got the 3 cards. Now let's say over here I wanted to put, instead of order quantity, I wanted to show my return quantity. I'm done. All I have to do is go to the general where the title is. Instead of total quantity, I will say return quantity. Simple. And let's say if I click on the third card, I want to put number of, let's say, order numbers, right? So I can remove this, I can drop over here, and I can put a distinct count of the orders. So I know I've got about, and again, going back to format and general, going to the title and changing this to number of orders. Done. So I've got nice 3 cards which look alike size wise, the style wise, which is giving me the total quantity sold, return quantity, and the number of orders. I've got about 25,000 orders data in this case. Okay.
Sunny, what did you do? Distinct value. What is that?
Distinct count. So over
Distinct
here,
count.
yes, count. Distinct count means, because you remember we said in sales data there is nothing as a primary key. And
Yeah.
the reason ordered number was not a primary key because order number is repeating itself. Because if I bought 3 products, the 3 times the order number repeated. So if I do a count,
Yes,
it is
yes,
giving
then.
me the count of all the rows. So I've got 56,000 rows, yes, but that is not exactly the unique order numbers.
Yeah.
The orders are repeating, the numbers are repeating. Hence, I wanted to do a distinct count, which means I'm finding unique order numbers.
All right.
All right. Oh, hold on. Okay. If you guys are making, hold on 1 second. One more thing, let me explain to you. One more good feature about Power BI is the ability for it to be easily kind of alignments, and this designing part is kind of easy in Power BI. So what I can do is I can select all my 3 cards. I can go to this tab called format. Over here, I've got align. So I can say, okay, align horizontally in the middle. So once I click them, they are in a row properly, even though they were up and down to begin with. I can go back to align and I can say distribute horizontally. What does it mean? If you see the space between the first 2 versus the next 2, this is more and this is less. So rather than, ballparking with eyes and wasting our time, we can just simply select all 3 and say distribute horizontally. And it automatically does a equal distance between all of them. Clear? So create these 3 cards and then make sure you align it in terms of it's in the middle and it's horizontally aligned.
Okay.
So, Ishani, where I need to select return quantity? It's from return data.
In the return table, yes.
So, but I
Return
am
quantities in return table, number
My
of
return-
orders is in sales, yes.
return count is showing as 1809.
1809.
Yes.
You pick this return quantity, right?
Yes.
And what about the sold? It is 84K.
Yes, it's 84K.
1809. Return quantity only you're putting, correct?
Yes.
Coming 1828 for me.
Just share your screen once, Arshad.
Yeah, sure.
Quantity, count of return quantity, not count, sum. Click on it. Go to this part, correct. Click on the down arrow. Make it sum. All right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Somewhere it is count is more than one or one. So that is the reason count is not.
If I, let's say, return 2 t-shirts, so my row count is less, but my quantity, actual units returned is more, right?
Okay.
Right? Let's say I bought 2 t-shirts, I'm returning both the t-shirts. So quantity became 2, but line item
Yes,
is 1
yes.
only.
Yes, I got. Thank you.
You're welcome. So far, so good.
That's the last thing. Which table do I have to select this order number of orders?
Number of orders is in sales table.
In the
Now you
sales
should know
table.
these tables by heart. This is the 6th or the 7th session we are having. 8th
Oh.
session, in fact.
I am trying to click, but it's not allowing me to.
Did you create a card and did you select the card?
Yes, I have selected the card.
And then,
Oh, sorry, I have to untick the prior option.
yeah. See,
Ishani,
on these cards, you can only put one field at a time. If I try to drag in another field, you see, it is not allowing me to put. It makes sense because it's a single line card.
Ishani,
Yes.
I am getting a value of number of orders is 25 point something.
Yeah, so same
How-
thing. So
how-
if you want to change it, you click here, you go to the format, right? And you will, in your Power BI, look for something called data label.
Yeah.
Okay, in data label, you should be able to see display units and decimal places. So if you make it 0, then it would work.
Yeah, it's working now. Thanks.
$25.16. Oh, decimal should be 0.
All right, all done? Yes?
Yes, Ishani.
Okay,
Ishani,
very quick.
where we
Yes.
have alignment.
Alignment is in format. So you can select, like you press the, what do you call, the mouse, and you select this entire thing once,
Yeah.
right? And then you go to format. On the top, format would be there, and then align.
Okay.
Ishani, where did you change that format number? I mean, the decimal or
In your Power BIs, if you're not working on your personal system, then which one do you have? Do you have icons like me or the older version where the icons are at the bottom?
I mean, almost same.
You
Just a
have the
little
same
bit
thing?
different.
Like when I click on my format, I get 2 different things these days, visual and general. And in the
Okay.
older version, it is one single one,
I got this one. Visual journal. Yeah.
which I have.
Yeah. I
All
do
right,
have
then
that.
you go to call out value.
Visual column. Okay.
Yes. Okay. All done. Let me kind of make session details.
Yes, Ishani.
Okay, so what we finished today was filter flow, and then we learned about the cards, and that's about it, correct?
Yes.
All right. So that's about it. Monday, remember we have an assessment and it will be everything till data models. It's an MCQ test. Far as I remember, it's a 15-minute assessment on multiple choice questions, conceptual questions. No data would be given, no Power BI is to be used. Do you have any questions?
No, Ishani.
No.
All good.
All good? So
No,
after
Ishani.
my
All
session,
good.
probably we can have the test. Like I said, it's a 15-minute test, so it should not take a lot of time of your day also. So I'll see you back on Monday, and on Monday we will start working with little more visuals first. We will talk about bar charts, line charts, and all these things, and then we come back to our little difficult part of Power BI called DAX.
Shani, is there a way to create a border of those cards?
The border of the cards, yes, everything is in the formatting only. So if you click over here and you go to the format, it would most likely be in general. And if I put a effect, this is there is visual border. If I turn it on, so my hold on, it's not visible in my general. So in visual border, it's green. No wonder it's not showing up. But if I put a black border, now can you see the border?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it's all in formatting. Formatting is a big area where you have to explore a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I think questions?
Hi, Abhigna.
No. All right. So I'll see you guys back on Monday. You have a great weekend. Be energized on Monday for some nice, interesting things. I'll see you back Monday then. Have a great
All right,
weekend.
Shani.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Shani.
guys.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
weekend, everyone.
Thank you,
you.
Shani.
Thank you,
Thank
Shani.
you, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.